All right, number 6, I'm going to skip that one. Don't worry about that one. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and take a look at it. We have 10 over x minus 4 and x plus 4. So our asymptotes come about when the x comes close to, when the graph comes close to an x value, but it won't touch it. In fact, it actually has to do with what the restrictions are. So in this case, x minus 4 is going to get close to 0, but it won't touch it. So the asymptote here is x is 4. In this case is x is negative 4. And then I would go and apply the following rule to it. So this one becomes an x equals 20. This one becomes an x equals negative 20. Let's go take a look at number 7. As I said, don't stress about number 6. So it wants us to sketch the graph under the following. So the first thing I'm going to do is go and make a quick sketch of the parent function for that. So I'm going to plug in 0, 1, and 4. And I'm skipping 2 and 3 because I can't take the square roots of those. So I get 0, I get 1, and I get 2. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to apply the following rule to it. So I'm leaving all of my y's alone and I'm taking 1/3 of the x's. And I'm going to go get a different color to plot it. So I've got the ordered pair 0, 0. I have the ordered pair 1/3, 1, and I have the ordered pair 4/3, 2. And it looks like the following. So notice this is a horizontal stretch. All right, moving on to Lesson Master 3.6. So in this case it says what happens when each data set is multiplied by a -8. So everything's going to be affected. The biggest thing we said, it was the variance was going to be affected by the scale factor squared. So on number 1, that means our new mean would be multiplied by -8. Same thing with the median. Same thing with the mode. And, oops, I should be putting -8 on all of these. On the range, when I take the high minus the low, it's still going to be a positive value, so it's just multiplied by 8. Okay, it says a data set is rescaled, its variance is multiplied by 0.01. So to get back to the actual scale factor, I'm going to take so s squared is equal to 0.01. I want to know what that scale factor is, so I go and take the square root and I get 0.1. All right, moving on to the next one. Okay, it says he wants to rescale his raw data by converting the price in yen to dollars. So I'm going to divide each of these by 88. In this case, my mean is 53.01. And here I get 1.49. He wants to know which one is the least variable. So if you recall, when we're looking at variability, we're looking at standard deviation. This has a smaller standard deviation, which means it's going to be more centered about the mean. So he would choose to purchase the second company. Okay, the next one says we have the box and whisker and we apply the transformation. So it looks as though my min is 2. I'm going to go pick the median. It looks like is 4 and the max is 6, and I want to apply that transformation rule. So that just means I'm going to take each one of those and multiply it by 2. So I get 6, 12, and 18. So I'm looking for a graph that has a minimum of 6, which is not this one, it's not this one, it's this one or this one, and it has a max of 18. Well, both of those look pretty close to that. So let's go on to the next piece, which is a median of, I got about 12. And it's pretty tough to see which one this is. Let's go see if I can find one other value. This one looks like it's a 3. So it looks like Q1 and the original set is 3, which means my new one is 12. So let's go back and take a look. Q1, oh, let's try it. This should be a 9. So when I go take a look at it that way, it looks like we end up with letter